Eliot Makhubo. I was born in the Transport Hospital. So, and then through migration, and then I came here in Thokoza, firstly Pendua, latest now I'm here in Everest. I'm with a foundation. Foundation is the Eliot Makhubo Foundation. Let's see, from I think it was 2011 or so. So why I formed it? Because I saw that a lot of our youth, they don't focus positive things. They use drugs, alcohol, and early sex practices. So I've got rehearsals now at welfare. Katras welfare in the street. I'm a rehearsal 11 until 1 or 2, which are some of those elders, matriculants. Everyone is welcome. Then 4 o'clock to 6, it's a community development theater where I accept kids from school, anyone who's interested. So if you're interested to come, it's open that you can come. 11 to 2, the elders, and then 4 to 6, community development theater. So everyone is welcome so that we can try and create some joy. Talk to your parents, let them accompany you so that you can be safe, because you know there's no safety nowadays. Accompany you maybe 4 to 6 and then so I'm saying we're doing poetry, singing, dancing, and acting. At the same time, we do filming, we do TV, we do all the other genres. So what I'm saying is, my debut, it was an industrial theater where we're teaching. It's like an educational theater which we push it right now, like educate people, kids, teenage pregnancy, that it's not pashage, drugs are not pashage, social cohesion, justice in South Africa, and we're teaching a lot of stuff, mentally, people when they are depressed and stuff like that. In rehearsal, it's like a rehabilitation, so a lot of stuff, you forget about it. Then you start becoming positive and go on and on and on, because we know life has a challenge. Challenges are everywhere. So, thank you, guys, you're welcome.
Having said that, perhaps are saying life it has challenges, and you saying growing up here in Thokoza, and Thokoza is well known for the past violence, which were political motivated. How was growing up in that era and being the arts person who's involved in the arts? And when was your first time big major role?
My first big major role, Yizo, that was my debut. Yizo.
Which year was that?
Long time ago, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, very, very long. But on TikTok you can find it.
Esseline.
Yeah. Esseline, my brother, rest in peace, Thokoza. Yeah, so that was my debut. That being said, but never as long as the city and stuff. But now experience, I'm good now. And I started protest theater, as you say. Like in my 89, 90s, I was busy doing my pantula, acting and all that until I went to school. At that time it was called Technical Pretoria, but now it's Tshwane University of Technology. So what I can say, the survival, it was the survival of the fittest.
What were you studying in Tshwane?
Drama.
Okay.
Yeah, I was studying drama. Yeah, so I have a diploma in drama. So the violence affected us a lot, because Thokoza got a lot of stars, football-wise, acting, a lot. We've got intelligence people here around. I went to Buhlebzile. I graduated my matric at Buhlebzile.
Which year was that?
It was 96.
Yes.
Yeah, and then 98 I went to school. I studied as a FUBA, Federation Union of Black Artists, but due to some financial constraint, I didn't sustain. So I decided to go and ask for money to go to school. So I went to Babundise, and then they gave me a registration man, and both of them, they passed on. So they can't see what is it that I'm doing now. Because now I'm delivering back to the community at the same time. I'm a professional actor. Recently, I moved Bettina. There's a Ubabazala, which is going to be flighted on they're going to flight it on the 17th of September. Then there's a lot of stuff that I did, but show business in South Africa, it's like a show business, not like overseas where you can make things happen. But here, things they happen, but from hand to mouth.
Yes.
Then those are the challenges that you're faced with. So I'm praying every day that businesses around Thokoza to come and help so that we can create more jobs. And you asked me about the violence that happened in Thokoza. I've got a script that I was working on about that. So I still need funding. So so that we can create a job of plus minus 50 people, and we know that it is sustained for 2 years, 3 years, because it's a musical. So it will help a lot of people to work. So up to so far, violence was hectic. We are so traumatized every time when we seated. It comes.
Yeah.
And now, even if we still have or whatever, you'll hear someone say that and what. Then you hear a lot of people involved in that and say, yo, others are still traumatized, so we just need to rehabilitate them through art. That's why we need people who can draw, we need people who can sing, we need people who can do puppetry, like a TV crew. You can be a wardrobe, you can be a makeup artist, you can be a what. We need all those. So yes, all in all, that's what I can say. There's a lot that I can say.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think I've had.
So during your upbringing, what kept you going? What was your motivation? Because as you are talking, like right now, you're saying you received a lot of support from community people who are well off, who assisted you into furthering your studies, and then now, hence, I'm thinking with my own 1+1, I'm thinking maybe hence is the reason now you're giving back to the community with this project that you are doing right now. So what was that thing that motivated you, even though it was tough, but when you did that thing or tuned to that thing, it made you feel comfortable, it gave you confidence? What was that?
The strength of mind. The strength of mind and goals that you have, dreams. Yeah, that one day I'll go on TV, one day I'll do this and that for my community, because a lot of people, they don't make it in Egoruleni, or they do, others they migrate to Soweto because they said there are no opportunities. So we need to open our own opportunities around here and do our own stories so that not because if you talk of Thokoza, Sowetans, they think you're talking of Thokoza Park, but you're not, you're talking of a township. So it's one of those things, and we need unity and strength. Together we can make it. As soon as our businesses and our people, our top dogs which are around here, they support, I'm telling you, Thokoza will be back to normal, because the name Thokoza means happiness. It doesn't mean fight, it doesn't mean anything. So that's what I'm saying. We just need those
stakeholders. Yes, stakeholders.
They can inject on us, and I promise that plus minus 200 kids or 300 kids can do what we're doing. And on that, we will be trying to curb all these things of drugs and stuff and stuff and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. One last for the closing. Amongst all the productions,
Yeah,
and recently you've worked on The Wife.
yeah.
Which one? Which production has been the toughest or the hardest to work on,
I worked on...
and the most easiest?
I worked on Legacy. It was a production. I was a garden boy. So the challenge was that the garden boy was speaking English.
Yes.
So with me, I did being a garden boy before. I was not speaking English. So I was speaking Fanagalo
Yeah.
with a white person.
Yeah.
Because we didn't grow up on model schools and stuff like that. Yeah, so that was a challenge, because I told them that the garden boy can even break down English and talk whatever English, past tense, present tense, same time, and a bit of a Fanagalo. Because our parents, we grew up seeing them respecting wise like nobody's business. They even like bars, Mrs. Then Tina at the time, this food is so, and things like that. So our kids now, they're so lucky, because they've got private schools, they've got everything, and yeah. When it comes to nowadays, they believe that if you don't know English, you're not a person in South Africa. But we need to stick to our languages, because we're good on our languages more than anything else. So, yeah, our mother tongues are mother tongues, and we need to stick to them. I become so worried sometimes and see umntana angasakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu, isiXhosa, isiZulu, Spain. So English in prayer, and at the end of the day, respect is no more there. Because I don't know what's wrong with English and respect. It's one of those things that they just mix it. No more they respect le ukuthi ubaba nomama lo yini. Yeah, so when it comes to productions, Legacy was one of those. Other productions, The Wife, I was a comedian, which was good. I'm good when it comes to comedy. Melo Bettina is a comedy. It's a dramedy, so I'm relieving the audiences with the must seem to be like stuck in heavy stuff, in hardness, hardships. So I feel that in South Africa now we need to laugh, because we're very depressed. There's a lot of depression around in South Africa, so we just need to laugh so that we relieve the stress or the depression and stuff like that. So I still believe that I'll do a lot. I'll do a lot. There's a lot that's going to happen, but it's still on pipeline. Let's watch and see, what the changes that I can bring in Thokoza and South Africa as a whole and international. Because I believe that international standard, South Africa is now there. So we just need people from international income and pour money, so that we can relieve our guys, train guys, former SDUs, e-kills, skill development, a stipend, people, so that they can be happy, because things are not working. Things are not working, things are bad. Yeah, so that's what I can say. A lot of productions that I worked in, my debut was the heaviest one. Because it was my first time. And the directors were very hard. So when it comes to experience now, I know when I get to a set, I know I do my job and I go. I do my job and I go. Then it's one of those. So we're still busy. Yesterday we are writing another script that we need to shoot. There I'll be a director. So yeah, it's one of those things. Growing up, I think I'm getting there. Yeah.
And the last, this question keeps on coming up. The reason for you to start this foundation, you said it started which year?
I think it's 2011.
Yes. The reason for you to start the foundation?
It's to deliver back to the community, At the same time, I'm staying around the township. I see things happening. Parks, young kids at the age of 12, 11, smoking, early sex practice. And I decided, no, I need to have a youth so that ngesizulu bathi ugotshwa lisemanzi. Umuntu uma ungamfundisa ngalesikhathi samanje uzokwazi ukuthi akhule lento seyisegazini. Like amanye ama-artists esiwabonayo acala uku-acta semancane mhlawumbe the age of 4 sebenza ama-advert and stuff like that, but thina we didn't have that opportunity because even our parents, they don't know what we're doing. Bavele bajabule uma bakubona TV, they don't know what is it. You went to school, they didn't know what we were going to learn there. Yeah, and then it's hard in our field. Sometimes you stay not working, and our parents, they don't understand that. They will say ufundile, but why are you not working? So it's one of those things. So we just need to teach the audiences, teach the community that this is not about celebrity status. This is all about community development and bringing back to the community and trying to open more jobs and so that our youth cannot fall in the trap of nyawupe and stuff like that. Because a lot of them that do that are matriculants. Omunye uzozwa abantu beka-brilliant ku-maths and physics, but today it's down and out. So we just need to do that, and our parents too, they need to have that parental guidance to their kids. They don't know their kids. They don't know their kids. Angazi umntana uhamba
uthandani, udlala which position in sport.
Yeah. So they just need to support their kids. If umntana udlala ibhola, go and watch. If umntana uya-acta, go and watch and see ukuthi lento ayenzayo injani, because why is what they're doing. They support every day. Wednesday you can see there's a sports day la kunesikolo salapha eBregenest, uthola ama-parents alaphayana. Thina we don't do that. So those are the challenges. We just need to change our minds. Yeah.
Thank you, Brasabza.
Sizobonana ngalo ngiyafisa ukuthi kungaba yinanga elihle kakhulu. Sijabule
Ona sesinelile wa